Do you crave exciting sports takes and news? Fed up with the same old boring voices you hear on the radio? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you just might be a TBloomaholic. Lucky for you, it's time for another episode of the TBloom Talk Show, the #1 sports podcast in the world. Settle in, my TBloomanites, because another episode starts right now. Live from TBloom headquarters, here's your host, TBloom.
Welcome. Yes. Welcome back, TBloom Nation, to another official episode of the TBloom Talk Show. It's been over a month since we've last talked to you in this full-length podcast, and we're excited to be back. We're waiting on Sir Charles here to show up if he ever does. In the meantime, I'd like to go ahead and advocate my TikTok channel at TBloom Talk Show, my YouTube channel, as you're already on right now, at TBloom Talk Show. Also have an Instagram at TBloom Talk Show. Big things have been in the works. Just got a text here. Sir Charles is... Oh, here he is.
Ta-da!
Sir Charles the 8th, how's it going there, buddy?
The fuck is up, nation? How's it going, bud?
We're just talking to him. It's been a while, man. It's been a while.
I know. Yeah, man, it has. It's been a minute. It really has. Fuck, too long.
Yeah, I mean, last time you were here, we were talking about how your Niners were 5-0, and now
I know. I wore all black for the occasion. Even.
Wow, man. I mean,
NBA's been exciting, though. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Don't get off the topic. We're talking about the fucking NFL right now. We'll save NBA for after the season.
All right. Yeah, but, I don't know. I think Trent Williams is game time decision. If he's back, that's a big plus. Chase Young, I think they're gonna get after some people, man. We'll see. They needed this bye week. Thank God. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. I mean, in a long bye week for sure. I mean, you guys get the addition of Chase Young. I like that addition. If he can stay healthy, that guy is elite.
That's the players to be around the environment. He even said he walked in the building and it was different. He said that they're here to win. Hopefully it'll be good for him.
I wonder how big of a culture change that must be to a player to go from a team or an organization like Washington and then go to an organization like San Francisco. I mean, it must be a complete culture shock.
It's got to be absolute opposite, right? San Francisco, that's top tier organization, I think. I mean, from everything, everything down, just runs really well. And then you have the Commanders, which finally sold. Fuck you, Dan Snyder. It's about damn time. And hopefully they'll start getting their shit together, but it's just been one of the worst franchises for a really long time now. I mean, look what they did to RG3. Bastards.
The only good thing they've done so far is Sam Howell.
I mean, his MVP campaign has gotten rocky, but he still has time to turn this around.
Still has time. The guy. He's not out of it just yet.
I'm excited now that Chase Young's on the Niners because I'll get to see him in my uniform when I go watch that game New Year's Eve instead of trying to sack Purdy. So that's kind of cool. You know.
Oh, really? You guys play the Washington Commanders?
Yeah, I got tickets, man, here going to New Year's Eve.
You've been to a lot of games now. You've been to the Seahawks versus the Ravens. You went to the Niners.
Giants, Seahawks. I've seen the Seahawks twice this fucking year. Ugh.
Yeah, so you went to the Giants versus Seahawks, and you went to the Ravens versus the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And so you got to watch the Seahawks 2 times this year. Is that by design or what are we doing with that?
You know where we're from, obviously. I got family flying out for these games for family or friends, and they want to see the Hawks. And I'm always down for a good football game. Let's be honest. I might even add another one. I got one more planned, but I'm looking at maybe going to one more too. We'll see.
Okay. Well, let's get to it. We got the whole list of NFL games this week.
Got my coffee. I'm ready.
We're halfway through the season. And any shocks? What's the biggest shock so far for you?
Biggest shock.
If you had to put a shock,
honestly, that the Cowboys are competitive. They're better than I thought.
Come on, that's not we knew they'd be competitive, but I mean, I think they're exactly what we thought they were.
Yeah, they are. Kansas City's defense, maybe. God, that's up there. I mean, that is just. I didn't expect that. They've been good, but holy cow, you don't want. I mean, you're scared of their defense as much as you are their offense right now. That's crazy. I'm gonna say surprise.
I'm gonna say the biggest shock to me has to be the New England Patriots being 2-7.
Oh, that really? That doesn't surprise me. Honestly,
2-7 though.
Yeah, but then look at that roster. I get it. I trust me, I get it. They got Belichick, they
Yeah.
win, but look at that roster, and you look at it and you go, "The fuck do they expect to do with this?" I mean, that's exactly what you say when you look at that roster. I mean, their defense isn't terrible, but that offense is gross.
Yeah, Mac Jones is really fucking himself. I mean, more and
Yeah.
more is he just falling into the another Bama bust. Speaking of Bama bust, Bryce Young
Oh yeah,
kind
for
of
sure.
falling into that
No
trap.
doubt. Yep, he is on pace for sure. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's
Okay.
I don't know the whole team, man. Ramondre Stevenson has been a bust. He had a big run last week that it looked good. He got some highlight, but consistency has not been there for him. This was really supposed to be his breakout year, and hasn't been that.
Not at all.
No, they're kind of missing Damian Harris, honestly. I mean, Zeke's been okay, but
They're missing any kind of offense at all. But
yeah, they
they got
are.
the Indianapolis Colts this week. Indianapolis is coming off their win
Yep.
against the who the fuck they just beat. I know they just won. They're coming off a win. They're going to New England, and a New England team that hasn't been showing any sort of
No,
life
they're
at
in
all.
Germany, bud. They're in Germany. They're in Germany. This is
Oh, they're going to
Frankfurt.
Germany.
Frankfurt, Germany. This is
Oh,
a yep.
fuck. This is a toss up then.
Oh,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to take the Indianapolis Colts just
I'm
by
with you.
design. I mean, they actually have something to kind of fight for in a way,
Yeah.
but New England is just terrible, and I can't see why I would ever pick them.
And you look at the Colts and there's some guys on that roster like Jonathan Taylor, kind of a scary guy. Zach
Mm-hmm.
Moss, been pretty scary this year. Michael Pittman Jr. has been really. I mean, there's some guys on that offense that can move. You look at the Patriots offense and I mean, especially what Devontae Parker's out with a concussion. The other guy just went down. Oh, I don't even remember his name. Kendrick Bourne, yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
I mean, even though all the receivers are the same. No, Colts for sure. Colts by a touchdown.
Colts by touchdown. Let's rock with it. Next game,
Mhm.
we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tennessee coming off their loss against Pittsburgh. Tampa Bay coming off their loss against the Minnesota Vikings, right? Or no? No.
Yeah.
No. The Vikings just beat Atlanta. Tampa Bay
Oh
just lost to
God, Josh
somebody.
Dobbs, man. Yeah, they lost a game they should have won. Who did they? I was actually a little upset. The Texans. The
The
Texans pulled
Texans,
off the
that's right.
crazy. Yeah, CJ Stroud went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, both teams coming off a loss. Tennessee, they got Will Levis. He looked pretty legit out there against Pittsburgh. Did go against a tough defense. Tampa Bay's defense, although they are opportunistic and much like the Steelers' defense, I don't think they have as much punch, and I don't think that Will Levis will see as much pressure. I'm going to take Tennessee here, and I think this is going to be the start to Will Levis's reign as QB in the Tennessee area.
Oh, this is such a toss up too. I think I'm gonna take the Bucks just because I think Baker wants a win, and I think Baker's gonna go out there and get a win against the defense
You think Baker's itching for a win?
that just isn't that good at home. I like Will Levis though. Everything you say, I think Baker's itching for a win, and I think he's gonna go get it. He's had some bad luck this season. I mean, he's played pretty well, and that team just can't seem to pull out a win.
Wow.
Will Levis though, they already named him the QB1. I mean, Ryan Tannehill, how he's played this year. You surprised? No.
Yeah. No.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
He's a different level than Tannehill right now.
There's no reason not to
Play
start
him.
him. You're not getting much
No.
out of Tannehill. It's as simple as that. Some people try to overthink stuff, and no. If he's better
No.
or just as good or even just a little bit worse and he's younger, fucking play him. Why not?
If you're as bad as Tannehill's been this year, bench that guy anyways. I don't care who's behind him. Just see if that guy can play. I mean, there's no harm. He was, terrible year.
Absolutely. Here's a stat. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers haven't beaten the Tennessee Titans since 2007. So
They play what, once every 4 or 5 years?
Once every 4 years.
Okay, so 4
Last
times.
3 matchups all went to Tennessee. I'm going to roll with the Tennessee Titans here.
I'm going to go Bucks. Let's
Okay.
go Bucks. Come on, Baker. I believe in you. Throw to Chris Godwin and Mike Evans a lot this week, please.
All right, let's travel over to Pittsburgh. Green Bay at Pittsburgh. I'll hit you up with this stat to begin with. Green Bay hasn't beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh since the 70s. So let that sink in.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and they don't look too good right now. So
No.
I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to spoiler alert, Steelers are going to win this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
It makes me want to throw up my mouth, but I got to agree with you.
Dude, Pittsburgh's
Steelers.
good, man.
Dude, they are just their quarterback. I can't watch them.
Kenny Pickett isn't look,
He's bad, man.
Kenny Pickett
Any other
isn't exactly
quarterback.
where I thought he was at the beginning of the
What
season.
if
I'll
you
give you
signed
that.
Kirk Cousins, bro? What if you guys brought in Kirk Cousins off these?
No.
That
But
team could
Kenny
be
Pickett is
so
clutch
good.
he's clutch, dude. The guy doesn't fucking miss in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like,
But
Jesus, 6.
if he would play better in the first 3, he wouldn't be trying to come back.
Well, he's fighting an offensive coordinator every goddamn week, okay? So give him some slack. He's got to play the defense and his OC. He's fucking battling in between. He's like a sandwich.
Yeah. Should just give him the reins.
Fuck.
No, I got to take Steelers for sure. The Packers, I don't know. Jordan Love's your answer, guys. He just has not looked good since those first few weeks. So I'm curious to see. They said they're going to keep evaluating him. That's what this year's for. What if they sat him all this time and he just didn't learn shit from Rodgers and sucks? Like, what a disappointment.
Starting to look that way. Yeah. I mean, the Packers offense, even with A-Rod last year, hasn't been good for a while. So maybe LaFleur needs to be on the hot seat a little bit, eh? Just a little bit, eh?
Time. Yeah. They could use something new. Time to rebuild.
Next one, New Orleans versus Minnesota. We got the Josh Dobbs-led Minnesota Vikings. Shout out Josh Dobbs. What a story.
I love it.
Story, man. I mean, the guy, first of all, he's grown up bald his whole life. No eyebrows, never had a hair on his body. So he's already had to battle overcome that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what was he, like a 5th round draft pick? He's battled, been in the 4th string a couple times, practice squad Steelers. Then he jumps ship, goes to the fucking around the league.
All
and
over.
Of a sudden, finds himself starting for the Arizona Cardinals, then getting traded to Minnesota mid-season.
After he was promised they would not move him. He was promised like 2 days before the trade deadline that trade happened. He came out and said, Gannon promised me I was not being moved, and then traded me. What are the Cardinals doing? Trash organization.
Well, maybe they're doing him a favor. At least let him go to the Vikings, where maybe he can make the playoffs.
If he can throw to Jetta, I mean, that's good for your career.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so maybe he was looking out for Josh Dobbs and his best interest to be like, look, this guy
after the last minute injury.
We got a Kyler situation we got to handle. We got to see if we got him or not. How
He's
about you go over there to Minnesota? You go play with some talent, a team that's a legitimate shot at going to the playoffs, and you go do your thing over there. I think that's a better situation for him.
And that way, when Kyler Murray plays like shit, we'll pay you a bunch of money to come back this offseason. You know?
Exactly.
I mean, maybe. I mean, you never. If Kyler's that bad, maybe they're like, "Hey, Dobbs, come back," and then he gets his bag. So yeah, no, I agree. I don't think it's a bad move, but
it's a win-win.
I don't know, man. He's been hot. I don't want. If Jetta plays this week, I'll take the Vikings. They're talking about he's game time decision. He's practicing. So
I don't know. This Saints defense is pretty legit.
It is, but I don't know, man. I like Dobbs.
I mean,
and I think Derek Carr is gonna Derek Carr is gonna throw it away. I mean, he's not gonna win a game for the Saints. He's gonna cost them 7 points right away.
Yeah.
And you got Jetta on the field, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay. It's at Minnesota though, and we know how Minnesota loves to pull off miracles. I'm gonna go the Vikings. I like the Vikings against the Saints this week.
I like the Dobbs. I just think Dobbs has a little something about him too, and after last week, keep that momentum.
Oh yeah,
I like it. Vikings.
Oh yeah,
Aints.
All right, let's move on. San Francisco, your Niners versus the Jacksonville Jaguars at Jacksonville. I'll let you take the reins to this one.
This is really not the correct team maybe for a get right game, but here we go. Jags have been rolling, which hey man, if they make the AFC Championship, I called that shit. But I'm gonna take the Niners just because I'm gonna go with I can't pick the Jags, and I think the Niners pass rush is gonna come out. Wilkes is coming down from the booth. He's gonna be on the goddamn sideline, which everyone's making a big deal about. I mean, I get it to a point. This defense has enough guys. They should be able to rile everyone up themselves, like Fred Warner, Bosa. What are you guys doing? I don't know why you need the DC out there. But, well, let's see if the changes work, and let's get after Trevor Lawrence and make his life hell for a day. I'll take the spread, Niners by 3. Wow, Niners are favored. Huh. Well, I mean, Jags don't have a home field.
Wow. Niners are – well, yeah, I mean, the odds of the Niners losing fucking 4 straight.
That's got to be
especially
after
really
a bye week, bringing in talent. I mean, yeah. I don't know. If Trent Williams plays, I'll feel a lot better about it. But I'll take Niners.
Well, I mean, I can see the Niners definitely winning, but also I can see the Jacksonville Jaguars winning.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jags
I guess
good.
Okay. I want to do a little fun segment here. The last time that the Jacksonville Jaguars beat
Oh,
the 49ers, this song was number 1 in the country.
oh no. Oh,
Can you hear
bring
it?
in the no, but I see it and I know the song. So you're coming
Okay.
out with the
Come
bangers for
on, come
sure.
on. Why can't you fucking hear it?
Who's winning? Who's winning the fight tomorrow? Pereira
Oh,
or
that is tomorrow, isn't it?
Pro? Yeah.
Why does it do that? Why does it not play my audio? I don't understand that. Ruined all my momentum. I'm having a fucking dope little segment here. We need to get
You
off
bring it.
Zoom,
You're
dude. We
playing
really
some
do.
fire music. We do. We could try something else, man.
We got
I'm
to
down for
do. I was
whatever.
looking at Twitch stream
Okay.
shares. So we pretty
Okay.
much just both stream at the same time, but it's pretty much like this, but we're live on
Oh
Twitch.
yeah, and I have a Twitch and all that too, so that'd be easy to do
That
because I
would
already
be
have all
way
that
better
set
to
up.
do
Yeah,
than this fucking
definitely.
stupid ass Zoom. We're moving off you. As you guys can see, TBloom headquarters in construction right now. We're getting all
Let's.
revamped and stuff.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
my boy Ronnie right here. Say hello to him. Don't look at him in his eyes too much. He's a little intense, but
Still looking at Chris Brown's feet.
basically what I'm saying, guys, is Chris Brown Run It was the number 1 song in the country the last
Still
time,
is, if you ask me.
arguably could be.
I mean,
Since the last time the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the 49ers, that was the number 1 song in the country. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the Niners here. I think Jacksonville's going to fall back down to earth a little bit. And the Niners, like I said, there's no way they will lose 4 straight, right? There's
I
no
don't
way.
think that defense. I mean, they've all played together for a while. A lot of same guys. They've got to be just furious. I mean, I feel you. They've got to be just want to go out there and kill. And I almost feel bad for the Jags because they're gonna be aggressive and they're probably gonna play their fucking heart out. And that's a scary team when they play that way.
Yeah.
They're kind of up there with anyone except for the last 3 fucking weeks.
Yeah, man. It's been a tough. Who'd have thought after week 1 that the Steelers and Niners would have the same record right now, huh?
Not me, for sure.
Not
It's
me.
been extremely disappointing.
Not me. Okay. Moving
yeah.
on. Houston Bengals. Houston coming off that miraculous win against the Tampa Bay Bucks. We got the Bengals, maybe the hottest team in the league. I'm not talking by streak wise, but I'm just talking about this team's fucking rolling right now. Watch out.
Yeah.
I think there's no need to overlook this one. Cincinnati will continue to roll at home. I'm going Bengals by at least a touchdown.
You don't think Stroud goes out there and just outduels Burrow?
I don't think Stroud
Cincinnati?
has a goddamn chance, let alone a sliver of hope to win this game.
No, I agree with you. The Bengals, everyone freaked out, and guess what? Just like every fucking year, by this time of the season, they're one of the best teams in the NFL. I mean, we've done this 3 years in a row now.
Yeah.
Next year, I'm not gonna worry if anything happens, and they're probably gonna play like shit all season. Watch, it's gonna be funny. But yeah, no, Bengals by a touchdown at least. This team is scary. If they could just get Joe Mixon going a little bit more, I think they could. I mean, they look really good, but he just had I don't know. His running hasn't been there. Maybe Joe's getting a little old. Maybe they need a new running back coming soon. He's played for a while now. He has not looked the same for sure in the games I've watched. So that's the only weakness I see. But Jamar Chase may not play, so that's a little scary. And T. Higgins was already ruled out. So Chase is a game time decision.
Be a good time to have Tyler Boyd on your fantasy team.
It sure would, just like every season when it happens. Yeah. Yep. But Bengals by a touchdown. If Jamar Chase doesn't play, it might be a little closer than people think, but I still think Burrow goes out there and gets the win.
Mm-hmm. All right. Atlanta versus no. We're going to go Cleveland versus Baltimore. This is a battle of the AFC North. Last time these two teams met, I believe. Did they meet this year already? Let me see. I think they did meet this year already. Let me see this.
Who?
The Ravens Browns did meet. They met October 1st.
Yeah. The Browns won, right?
28-3.
Oh, that's right.
So the Browns are looking for some revenge in Baltimore.
What are the tickets for this game, man? I want to go to this.
Go to it.
I thought about it. Tickets are $75, bro, for a ticket.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's
$175.
75.
Or dude, go. Might as well.
$80 for an upper level on the 30, and you can see the whole field. I might have to go to that. I got to talk to wifey
this weekend.
Yeah, that's Sunday.
Ooh, I would
2
definitely
tickets,
do that.
160 with fees. That's a deal right there, baby.
Okay. So pretty much, if we're looking over the last 2 years, both these teams kind of split wins each
Oh,
season.
it's tough every year, man.
So
You know
I'm
how the
gonna
AFC
go
North
ahead.
is.
I'm gonna pick the first upset of the week, other than my Minnesota over New Orleans one, and I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens to lose against the Cleveland Browns in Baltimore.
Man, after watching the Ravens in person last week, that stadium is kind of intense when that team gets rolling for sure. It's really open, but it's still loud louder than I expected. But I'm gonna take the Ravens. They looked just ridiculous last week. I know they're not gonna play that good again against a division rival, but I don't know, man. They might be a force in the AFC this year. And I have no one ever thinks, I mean, they're always in the conversation, but not seriously. And they might have to seriously be in the conversation this year.
The Ravens?
Yeah.
Some people put him in there, but Lamar Jackson, as the season goes on, he's going to get banged up, hurt. His legs are going to wear down. He's going to get injured.
Yeah.
It's going to be the
We'll
same
see. He
story
hasn't been
every
running as
single
much
year.
this year. We'll see. We'll
Well, good.
see.
Well, he's not going to win by passing the ball. He's not going to beat elite defenses by passing the ball. He won't. Watch.
Okay.
That's why he
Yeah.
never can beat Pittsburgh, because he can't
Look
run
at his
against us.
completion. Look at his completion percentage this year.
Completion doesn't matter for shit if he's throwing to wide open people. Look,
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, Sir Charles,
that offense
Lamar
is
Jackson is not
people
designed,
open.
is not going to win games by throwing the ball. It's just not going to happen.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Browns this week because fuck the Ravens.
All right.
Next game, Atlanta versus the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, wow. God,
2 words, really... Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Falcons.
You know what? Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with if James Conner might be back this week too. Marquise Brown and Kyler Murray have always had a pretty good connection.
I figured you might say that.
Team looks crappy. Yep. And Kyler Murray starting for me in place of Jalen Hurts, who's on bye this week. So I'm going Cards, baby. Let's go, Kyler. Been stashed in my IR all year.
Wow.
Week 1. Yeah.
Okay. Well, fuck. We got to pick them here. Falcons versus the Cardinals. Nothing more.
That spread is crazy close.
What is
surprised. It? Atlanta by 2.
1.5.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Next game, we got Detroit versus the LA Chargers. This could be an exciting one. 2 freaking flame offenses going against each other.
Yes, sir.
Detroit's sitting at 7-2. They're rolling. They're halfway through the season. They still look like a legitimate threat to maybe go to the Super Bowl.
They do.
Chargers about where we thought they'd be. I mean, fucking
God, that organization.
Just talented out the ass, but for some reason their record will never show it. Fighting every game just to maintain, some momentum and to even be at 500. I'm going to take the Chargers because they're a little bit more desperate here than Detroit. Detroit's got that really comfortable lead in the AFC North, or the NFC North, excuse me. And I can just see the Chargers being a little bit hungry here. I can.
This is tough because when the Chargers want to play,
they're players.
They can play with anyone, but they just don't. I don't know. That team, they got to change coaches. They got to. I don't know. It's been this way before though. Even with LT and Philip, like they had a stacked team, and they were same way. It's just the organizational curse at this point. But no, the Lions are favored by 3, which is crazy. The Lions look really good. Kind of scary. I don't know if they're real yet. We'll find out in the playoffs. I'm gonna take them to beat the Chargers, though. I don't know. I've lost faith. I was always a big Chargers believer, but I think it's over.
Yeah, we'll
fire everyone. Clean house. Bring in something. Justin Herbert. Fire everyone. It's over.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good for LA Chargers. That's for sure. I mean, if this roster isn't good enough to at least keep you a couple games above 500. Like consistently throughout the season, then I mean it's
all right. They should move to Canada. I mean, get out of LA.
The Vancouver Chargers. No,
that's not it.
They'd have to rehaul their whole deal.
Edmonton Chargers, Toronto Chargers.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that.
But they'd have to change their colors to like a red and purple. I don't know why that came to mind. Red and purple would have to be there.
Red and purple. That'd be an interesting color combo.
Could be.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. We're giving you ideas.
Here we go. Giants, Dallas. What the fuck we got? We got a team that absolutely sucks, and we got a team that, it really, really wants to be a Super Bowl contender, but isn't, but it's a little bit, good sometimes. So I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys on this one for sure, dude.
You think they cover the spread of 17?
Fuck.
That's the biggest football spread I've seen all year.
I don't think so. I think DeVito's going to go in there and put up some stuff.
I think DeVito's going to go in there and fucking get killed. That poor guy. I mean, he's going to have a rough week. Yeah, Cowboys by 37.
Yeah. I don't even want to spend too much time on that one. Just a stank. It's not even good. It's not even good to talk about for your business. Guess who's
getting a quarterback next year in the draft? The fucking Giants are, because they're going to let this dipshit DeVito play the rest of the year.
Daniel Jones is signed, dude.
They don't care. They're already saying that they're going to get rid of him and draft another quarterback.
Oh, who said that?
I've seen it all over ESPN. I've seen it everywhere, man. They're talking about already. They are going to be hopefully be in position to take Caleb Williams or Drake May.
Wow. Okay, well, next game, we got the Commanders at Seattle. Commanders, man, they just seem well, Sam Howell specifically, the only knock on him that I see is he loves throwing picks in the red zone. I mean, the guy doesn't know when to throw the ball away.
No, which he's got heart.
You got to love it because that's what makes him him. But at the same time, settle down, dude. Just take the points when you can get them. I think the Commanders, I don't like how they gave up Chase Young. I thought he was a very important part to that defense when he was on the field, obviously. But, man, this offense, they can light up the fucking score sheet. So if Seattle plays a game to where Washington plays some good defense and they hold them to like 17 points or something and Geno Smith continues his struggles, I can see Washington pulling this out. And in fact, I just talked myself into Washington pulling this out, and I'm going to we're going Commanders by fucking 10 at least in Seattle. Sam Howell starts his MVP campaign this weekend.
I'm going to tell you right now, after watching them in person last week, I can't pick Geno Smith until he plays better. That was just, dude, they just imploded on themselves. You should have seen my brother, he couldn't talk shit all game. He was just silent in his Seahawks jersey, up there in the sidelines getting shit talked. It was funny. But yeah, they look bad.
They just look, they look bad. They're going back to Seattle. I doubt they'll look that bad.
Wow.
But
come back to earth this year. 160. Yeah. No, they won't look that bad, but he's 165 for 253, 1,800 yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. This is not the guy who threw 31 touchdowns and 7 interceptions all year last year? Not even close.
No.
When's Drew Lock get the chance to, take that cannon out and throw some bombs to DK?
Drew Lock fucking sucks.
Oh, he's does
like
suck. But
Andrew Luck's retarded cousin. Drew Lock.
Drew Lock.
No. So who are you going with, Washington then?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Washington because fuck the Seahawks.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Washington. Next game, New York Jets versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas got their complete overhaul after firing Coach Josh McDaniels and GM whoever the fuck his name is, and bringing in Antonio Pierce, a former New York Giant middle linebacker who won a Super Bowl with them.
Yes, he did. He's
from Compton, so he grew up a Raider fan. Said that he used to bump NWA straight out of Compton with the Raider hat, the Raider jacket, and he has that in him, and he wants to bring back that kind of culture to this Raiders team. He started it off last week by getting a dub, so he started off good. And we seen last year when Jeff Saturday came in to coach the Indianapolis Colts after they fired their guy.
Forgot about that.
He got a win last year, too, on his first game. People said, this guy don't fucking even deserve to be in this position. Why is he going out and getting dubs and there's this big and I understand that. This is a different type of deal because Antonio Pierce was already involved in the organization as a linebackers coach. So a little bit of homegrownness. I like the story. I like it. I mean, the guy grew up in Compton. He's got that Raiders feel, wants to bring back that kind of intensity, that kind of culture to this organization. And it's always a boost as a player when you get in a coach, not only that has been in your organization already, but a fresh blood and someone who's as vibrant as Antonio Pierce compared to Josh McDaniel, who's a fucking bore, I bet. So, I mean, I like this Raiders team, dude. And they got the win last week. I think they can do it again against the New York Jets as well, because we all know the Jets If you score over 16, you did it. You
You're
won.
done. Oh, yeah. Max Crosby, after watching the Jets last week, is licking his chops, bro. You know he's ready for this game. He's probably just, ooh. So he's going to get his. Zach Wilson is still Zach Wilson, unfortunately. Yeah, dude, I like Antonio Pierce. As soon as I saw that, it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, oh shit, the Giants linebacker. I remember him, man. He ran that defense, middle linebacker, when they were a solid defense back then in those, that Super Bowl run. No, he was good for a long time, and I was always a fan as a player. So yeah, they said that the Raiders regret not keeping Rich Biaka, or that guy that they had their interim, the guy they promoted for the rest of the season.
Rich
Before
Biaka?
Josh? Yeah, that was his name, right? Rich, whatever their interim coach was, that they really regretted letting him go. And maybe that's not his
The
name.
Raiders did?
Yeah.
Oh, when John Gruden
Coach.
came in? When John
Yeah,
Gruden
that
got
guy.
fired?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That they really regret that. Yep. Rich Bisaccia. I'm sorry.
Bisaccia. I remember that guy.
Yep. So now they're doing the other, promote thing, and I wonder if they'll keep him for a little while, since they had that mishap last time, and see what he can do if he keeps it going. And I agree with you, just that energy will just change things for an organization, because Josh McDaniels, that Patriots way, that's trash.
Yeah, no,
No
the
one wants to
Patriots
play for
ways
that.
in New England. Yeah, no.
Unless you're
Especially when it
winning,
doesn't
like
work. Yeah.
you can't. That doesn't work, man.
And it's sometimes not even bearable then.
No, you're not wrong.
Okay, we got 10 minutes left, buddy. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Las Vegas. Who you going with?
Yeah, Raiders.
Okay,
Raiders.
Cool. Denver versus Buffalo. I mean, what a game to sit back and watch primetime football in. The Broncos versus the Bills. I'm going to go Bills, but I think this is going to be a good game. I think Denver still has a shot to make the playoffs. They're 3-5 right now,
They look
but
better.
They have been playing better and better football. They just beat the fucking Chiefs, which is the number one team in the league, whoever you want to argue. Maybe they're the two, maybe three, whatever. They just beat the Chiefs.
Top.
So they showed they can play some legitimate football. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills, though, because they absolutely need to win. They got legacies on the line here.
They do. The Bills need to. I mean, if they collapse this year after all those close calls, I mean, now you're moving backwards. What's the evaluation process of the organization at that point? The Bills got to be getting desperate. Fucking Josh Allen, man. Like, when's he gonna take that? Just stop doing the stupid shit step. Like, is it gonna happen? Like, I'm starting to think it's not gonna happen, and he's gonna just fuck you at the end over and over.
I mean, he has runs where he looks wonderful. Looks like he's the best QB ever.
And then he goes back to that guy from Wyoming that can't stop turning the ball over. His rookie season where he just, it's weird. I
don't know what it is about the guy.
Me either. It's a shame though, because he's super talented. I'll take the Bills, but I agree. Russell Wilson, goddamn it, looks decent. Fuck that guy. The Broncos are getting going. Sean Payton, I think, is finally leaving a little print, but I'll go Bills. And primetime games are fucking shit this week. I mean, Jets, Raiders, Bears, Panthers, Broncos, Bills. Like, fuck you. Where's the flex? Didn't we bring in the flex to fix this shit?
Where's the goddamn integrity at? That's what I want to know, NFL.
Integrity
Are we selling
Farms.
out to Germany now? Are we selling out to France? Next thing you know, I got to watch fucking an NFL broadcast in Chinese. What are we doing?
You never know.
Heard Kim Jong got an interview for a GM position over in New York.
Oh, good God. They're just trying to get him out the country so they can swarm. It's all a tactics. Who could pass up GM position for New York?
Bunch of bullshit.
By the way, who scheduled this? Who has the Chiefs, Rams, Dolphins, and Eagles all on bye the same week? I like football, but you know what I really like?
Dolphins. Yeah, good Chiefs, football.
Dolphins, and I like good football. And you guys took a lot of the exciting football off our schedule.
That is bullshit.
In the same fucking week. By the way, also completely fucking my fantasy team. Thank you.
That's where it really comes out. That's where the real frustration. Okay.
It does. Yeah.
That's respect.
Playing wifey this week, and my quarterback, one of my top two running backs, my three wide receivers and my kicker all out.
Nice.
My top three wide receivers. I'm starting a Patriots wide receiver. Fucking pray for me.
Shout out Mama Dink.
Yep.
She's coming for that ass this week, dude.
Hey man, she's right outside the playoffs. She's catching up.
She is, dude. She's 4-5. She's knocking on the door.
I'm back in first. Life things are right, First 72 in both leagues. I'll take it.
Well, your other league, you got a lot.
Wheels are falling off in the other league.
I
don't pay attention, dude. I go in there and I never look at waivers. I just set my fucking lineup, and then I look and I'm like, fuck, I lost.
Yeah. Well, it's coming, buddy. It's coming.
It's not looking good.
All right, Sir Charles, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the TBloom Talk Show. Glad to be back. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next Friday with more picks. Sure. Halfway through the season, NFL's picking up. Remember, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow at TBloom Talk Show on TikTok, at TBloom Talk Show on Instagram. We got some big things cooking up. We got the Blake Laser story uploading here every other day.
That shit had me dying.
If you don't know what it is, go ahead and make sure you're going to want to check that out. We got other shorts and much, much more. That's all for me. You got anything to say, Sir Charles?
Not much, man. I've been busy as shit with family life and dad life. And I'm like, not much going on.
Well, you keep on doing, Sir Charles. You stay safe. Go Steelers. We'll see you next week. With that being said, TBloom out of here.
Later.